So unless you've been living under a rock or off the internet for the past year, on Christmas Day, our saviour was born in the Doctor Who Christmas special. So we watched it as a family, and so now we're going to discuss our thoughts, our feelings, our likes, our dislikes, in this review/ramble, starring myself and my two co-stars. Introduce yourselves.
That one's Adam.
I'm gonna go first.
This one's Sam.
Oh, well, you said it, so.
Adam, Sam, Charlie.
Alright, so, initial thoughts.
Yeah.
I really liked it. I thought it was probably Moffat's strongest Christmas episode.
Oh yeah, by far, I agree.
It's strongest Christmas episode for a while, and I think most of the elements worked. I can't really think of anything I passionately dislike, but...
I would say it was his strongest episode.
You're gonna...
Like, full stop out of his era, potentially. I'd say it was
Really?
in top...
No.
No, actually, top 5.
Top 5.
Maybe,
probably.
yeah.
So I have to say, all of those top 5 were all directed by Rachel Talalay.
Well,
Death
I mean,
in Heaven.
if
I love
you
Death in
didn't know, she went on Tumblr and...
Oh yeah, I'm now
relevant.
I'm now best friends with the director
she's like...
of this
so
episode.
famous.
I'm
Yeah.
so famous.
Really proud of you.
I'm really proud of you too, thank you. You didn't have any elements you passionately disliked. Would you give it out of 10?
Out of 10, I think I need to be consistent with what I gave it for my Star Wars. I'm going to say 8.5 out of 10.
I would give it an 8.9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I think it was definitely, again, Moffat's best Christmas special. I think the performances were amazing. I think it looked amazing. I think some of the little things that really stayed with me was a lot of the aerial shots when they were showing the battlefield. My big thing that I didn't like in it was that I didn't like all the needless sexist jokes, in my opinion. Yeah, it was overdone, wasn't it? Like one or two, like maybe.
Tolerable,
Yeah, maybe like especially when he was like quoting William Hartnell, because like you know the one where he said to Bill, "You deserve a smash bottom." That's a quote from William Hartnell. Hold on, it's turned off.
Maybe like...
I know it's really bright. I'll turn it into yellow.
That's
Maybe...
how it works.
There we go.
Maybe not like... Maybe it didn't need sexist jokes, it just needed like, oh, I'm old, I'm misconnected jokes. Because I felt just directly... It just didn't really represent it.
It was out of character.
So, Sam, we need your rating out of 10.
I already gave it
What did you give it?
6.
6. Oh
6?
wow.
Is this out of Doctor Who episodes in general?
Oh okay. Why did you
Do I
give
have
that?
to... Out of all TV, 6. Maybe out of Moffat episodes, like at 8 or 9.
Yeah.
With your hands, which is like...
Yeah, you can't see him in the frame.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you can just guess.
Just guess what he's doing with his hands.
Oh no! Don't say that! You've ruined my child-friendly review now.
I think there was a theme at the end that didn't really come out until the end. I think it should have been more correlation, because I think if maybe they kept like it in the frame of World War One, and then they had the whole Christmas miracle at the end. I thought that was quite nice, because the other AI billboards thing seemed a bit. It was a good idea, but it was misdirected and it wasn't given enough time.
That whole idea of the Christmas truce really hit me, actually.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to put a spoiler warning in before you say that now. So can we just like start you saying it again?
Come on, who
warning?
hasn't seen it?
Alright then, spoiler warning, if you haven't seen it, fuck you!
Yeah, it really hit me quite hard, actually. It was really nice, and just... I started tearing up, actually, a little bit.
Yeah, I teared up at the end, I cried.
Yeah.
I think the theme you were talking about was the theme of reconciliation, and so at the end of it we have that image where Mark Gatiss and Toby Whithouse, who is also a writer on Doctor Who and who wrote Being Human, the German soldier, they shake hands and they reconcile, and then the Doctor also reconciles with the first version of himself. That's what we were talking about, right?
Yeah, and it would have been a bit too dark for a Christmas episode if one of the main sort of characters had just...
been shot.
shot, yeah.
Yeah.
It was just a really good lifting thing at the end.
Yeah, I thought it was really good how Peter Capaldi said, it never happened before and it never happens again. Sort of ways the viewer sort of say, try again, try harder lads, be nice to each other.
And also, of course, it's a centenary year of the First World War.
Because this will be the first episode of season 11, so when people watch it, that's how Christmas specials work, they'd have been the first episode of the new season.
Yeah.
So when people watch it, they will watch it on Netflix, they will watch that episode and then the 2018 series. So you're absolutely right in saying it will become relevant to 100 years.
I didn't like the start when Jodie Whittaker came in. I thought she had a nice line.
Start?
When she came in, she just sort of like got thrown out of the
I love that. I thought it was the best entrance it's run.
What?
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was
felt-
shot brilliantly, and I was just like, there's no way you're not going to be watching the next season after that opening, though, are you?
Yeah, I guess.
It felt kind of overacted for me a little bit.
Why? Her acting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
quite overacted.
She
Disagree.
can't overact, can she?
No, I just don't agree that she was overacting that scene. I really liked that one shot where like she wrings her hands and very like presses one button. Just jumped. It was really funny. Oh, the reason that I really liked that scene was because lots of people, when she became a doctor, said she's not going to be able to drive a TARDIS because she's a woman. And
Yeah.
Colin Baker said, "Which doctor has ever been able to drive a TARDIS?" If you don't know who Colin Baker is, he's the 6th Doctor who had some really shit episodes, but he's actually a great actor.
Was
He's
he
just
the
a
one
fab guy.
who fell over and died?
Fell over and died. No, William Hartnell
He
also
was
fell
just
over and died.
driving the car badly and he just fell
Yeah, I
over
mean,
and
Colin
died.
Baker knows what he's talking about because he was driving the TARDIS badly and then his doctor fell over and regenerated. His human companion
No
fell over and she was
budget back
completely
then.
fine.
She just like loves his audio plays.
I know, I love Colin Baker. I love Paul McGann. The Audio Adventures by Big Finish. I used to not listen to them because I couldn't afford them, but now they're on Spotify, the main series.
Yeah.
They're fantastic.
How can you afford them now?
Huh?
How can you afford them now?
I can't. They're on Spotify. You know what Dad said is that you should use the flappy thing on the side and not the hole in the
Just
middle.
kind of zoned out for a minute. Yeah.
You've zoned out when I'm talking. Thank you, Adam.
What did you think about the whole AI, artificial intelligence, and that being...
They weren't artificial intelligences. I don't know where you got that from. They were memory
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, but it's a bit like... It was a bit like, you know, this doctor's like really old and he's been the war doctor and all that stuff. And he just expects to see all these things to be horrible. He expects war to be terrible. He expects that everyone to be trying to kill each other. And he expects this version of Bill to be like evil and malicious. But then it reveals at the end that, oh, everyone's reconciled and
Oh, I like that.
things are actually nice.
Did you
It's
not like that?
Parallel, yeah. I really liked it.
Okay.
I was saying that's a good
Oh,
theme.
right, okay.
Jesus.
I think since Peter Capaldi took over, actually, and I think he happened to take over in 2015 when we had arguably... Oh, hi, Mum! Yeah.
Yeah, fun.
I was on like a deep point as well. He took over in 2015, which arguably was like a big downturn in terms of global politics if you're on the left. Doctor Who is, I don't care what your opinion is, Doctor Who is an arguably a left-wing show. It
Yeah.
just is. You're watching a different show if you think otherwise. And so I think that what he took over, it showed the series becoming a lot more socially conscious than it had done in Matt Smith's era. And so I think that episodes like the Zygon Invasion, the Zygon Inversion,
I really like that.
you know, really echoed that. So I think that this final thing of it was almost relevant to how people catastrophize the female doctor, that not everything's always evil, not everything's always horrible.
There was also an appearance from, was it Rusty the Dalek, who I'd completely forgotten about. I just like...
I almost rewatched Into the Dalek the other day,
Yeah.
and then I realised that it was over an hour long. I couldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's over an hour
It
long.
was like 45 minutes.
Because I was watching Deep Breath and I got to about 40 minutes into Deep Breath and I was like, there's another fucking 20 minutes. I remember when I originally watched it, that was my issue with it, is
Isn't
that it was too long.
Isn't that the one with the dinosaurs in London?
Oh, no, that's the episode called Dinosaurs in London. No, Invasion of
No.
Dinosaurs, that's the name of it from the third Doctor.
No, I suppose there were dinosaurs.
Yeah, there was a big dinosaur in London, but
Yeah.
that was a reference
Well,
to
there
the
was
third
a-
Oh,
Doctor.
there's the
Dinosaur
same
in London,
dinosaurs that
then.
are on the spaceship.
Yeah, dinosaurs on a spaceship. I'm confusing Invasion of Dinosaurs
Wow.
with Dinosaurs on a spaceship.
That's my main cause of trepidation about Chris Chibnall. Is just that,
It's dinosaurs on a
episode.
spaceship.
Oh my
I agree.
god, that episode was just.
I mean, Power 3 is alright. It's not great, it's not terrible.
the villain is just like.
Yeah,
nothing.
42 is actually one of my favourite episodes of Doctor Who, not because it's
42 's
particularly
alright.
amazing, but because I really like the setup. You know how like it's my favourite Doctor Who setup that we have a crew
Yeah.
on a spaceship, and we know they eventually get killed off. And the reason I like 42 so much is number one, that scene with Phoebe Bridgman and David
Yeah.
Tennant when she's in this airlock.
Yeah.
And he goes up to save her. That's
I
just
love
such amazing acting, I think, and I love that scene. Also because I had such trouble liking Martha. Because, you know, they really set her up as, like, they reference Rose too much, I think.
Yeah, I think they sort of put her in a shadow too.
Yeah, and, like, Rose is, like, probably one of my favourite female characters of all time. I don't know if you can see her on my t-shirt here. And so, I didn't like
They're
Martha
gonna have to
at
put
first.
like an adult content warning.
I know! Anyway, so what I was saying was, I didn't really like Martha at first. Because I loved Rose so much, and because they kept comparing to them. In that scene,
Yeah.
I was just like, do you know what, I love Martha. I love her so much. And that was the moment that my opinion of her changed. I think that's because Chris Chibnall was really great at writing characters. Also, if you haven't watched the commentary for that episode with Chris Chibnall and Ross T. Davies, it's fucking hilarious. Because Ross T. Davies is banging on about like all sorts of ridiculous nonsense, and Chris Chibnall was just like, yep. The reason I really enjoyed 42 was because in that it's that formula I really love, but also the two people that survive at the end were my favourite characters. So
the two white blokes.
Yeah, two white blokes because I'm a racist.
What are your speculations for the new Doctor? What do you think she's going to be like?
Everyone's saying they reckon she's going to be like David Tennant.
Yeah,
that would be good.
Why that's possible.
David Tennant on my show.
I think she's going to be like David Tennant and Christopher Eccleston because Northern accent. It's because she said brilliant, and brilliant was like kind of Tennant's word in a way.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking fantastic.
Fantastic is Norman's word.
Oh, fantastic.
No, I was thinking just the scene where she's like, oh, he sounds like he's from the north. Lots of planets have a north.
I really hope they make that joke again, actually.
I quite like that one.
Because they made a sort of joke like that in Not Death in Heaven. You know the last one with Clara? Hellbent.
Yeah, Hellbent.
Yeah, Hellbent.
It's a really controversial episode, that one.
Are you from Glasgow? And he says, Space Glasgow. It's nowhere near as funny as Lots of Planets Have a North, is it? Also, did you hear what Christopher Eccleston said when he heard Dinner with Cribben cast?
What?
She's working class, she's northern, what could go wrong?
I really don't like her costume, though.
I don't either, but I tell you what, I'm warming around to it, because you know how I'm writing an essay for my end of term mark on how change of gender of a Doctor will affect the role of women in science fiction as a whole. And one of the things I thought of when I was writing it was that costume is so ugly and unflattering that it's actually really feminist. And I'll tell you why. Think of most female characters that you see in science fiction, like Katniss Everdeen or Daenerys, science fiction and fantasy, or I was going to say Rey, but maybe not Rey because her outfit's pretty ugly in it. But like a lot of them tend to wear like outfits that really. Oh, Wonder Woman's a good example. They wear outfits that are really attractive and really impractical because they're really meant to like be geared towards straight men, so they will find them attractive because otherwise they wouldn't watch it. Whereas that outfit is fucking ugly. It's badly badly coloured, and it's really unflattering. And so that in a way is like feminist in itself because it shows that she's not an object of the male gaze.
I think it's a bit like, you have to be practical. Like, you don't want Star Trek where, like, all the men are wearing outfits and women are wearing, like, like, bra shirt things. It needs to make it something that you don't think about her outfit when you're looking at it. You don't think this is bad or this is good. You just think, that's
I feel like it's something we're going to get used to.
Touch wood.
The camera shakes.
Don't break the table, guys.
We're going to break the camera, more importantly.
Yeah. Adam, what are your predictions for Jodie Whittaker?
Predictions?
Yeah.
I don't know. Could be anything, because Chris Chibnall, I mean, I've seen a bit of Broadchurch, and obviously that's quite dark.
How can you only watch one episode of Broadchurch? Like, I watched the first episode of Broadchurch, then I watched the entire thing in one day.
Well done.
See, I'm not like that. These two just binge watch shows. Just
the
really
first
quickly.
couple of seasons of Broadchurch are alright, but then it gets so far from the actual plot.
No, the first season's good, the second season's bad, the third season's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's the fourth season? Is that
There isn't a fourth season, there's only 3 seasons.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You made it up.
Okay, I don't know.
Just fever dreams that we had.
So you've got Broadchurch, and then you've also got dinosaurs on a spaceship.
He's also head writer of Torchwood, which I love. Lots of people didn't like it though. Suppose people on The Guardian is the only people I've seen disliking it. But I love Torchwood.
So you've got like two ends of the spectrum with what he's written. You've got something really dark, and you've got something ridiculously stupid and childish.
Yeah.
So it really could be anything.
Have you seen like behind the scenes stuff?
No.
Right, they're filming it in Sheffield, which is interesting. Well, they're going to mainly film in Cardiff as usual, but so we reckon the new companions will be from Sheffield because Mandip Gill, who plays Yasmin, is also from Yorkshire, and obviously Jodie's from Yorkshire. So maybe they'll be making some like Yorkshire-based.
So Yorkshire banter.
Humoury. We've seen her filming her first scene with, assumably her first scene with Brandy Walsh.
Yeah.
Apparently she ends up in a skip when she falls out of TARDIS.
Wow.
Yeah, genuinely. And she
starts.
starts.
I thought that was it for her.
Yeah, or like a rubbish tip or something. And then she like ends up like picking up.
So how high do you reckon she fell when she was falling down off
I have
TARDIS?
absolutely no doubt that another Doctor has fallen a greater height. I'm pretty sure the only Doctor that struggled with falling is the 4th Doctor.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah, but Wait, surely she could fall down and like lose her leg and it would grow back because she's still in a
exactly,
regeneration
because she's still in a
cycle.
regeneration
Oh,
cycle.
yeah.
So she might get like battered and then she might be alright because reasons. That's good.
if the 10th Doctor could lose his fucking hand, I'm sure Jodie can survive the fall.
But what if you had a Doctor who permanently was in a wheelchair?
That would be
That would
like
be
good for
progressive,
representation.
yeah.
But oh my god, did you remember what Alex Brooker said on it?
No.
Oh yeah, they were talking about the first female Doctor, and Alex Brooker said on the last leg, he said, I would like to have a disabled Doctor, but I wouldn't like to see the Daily Mail's headlines.
Well, you had Peter Capaldi went blind for a bit, didn't he?
Yeah.
As his Doctor.
Is that progressive? Yeah.
Is it progressive? I don't know.
Adam, you're the person who should really be talking about this. Let's. Now.
Well, none of us are disabled though, are we?
Yeah.
So neither of us can talk about it from a...
If only we
Yeah.
get Alex Booker here.
Can we like talk back about the actual episode? Because really we should have done this segment at the end.
Okay.
That's what editing's for.
That's going to be so much fucking effort for me.
Well, you're
Think about
great.
these things.
Do you think we'll see the you know those people who like supposedly create memory people?
Oh, the memory people. A testament.
What happened to them in the end?
They just stayed because they weren't. It wasn't a
they're
legal
just
plan.
chilling.
Could we say? Well, actually, I'd like to say most unrecognised great actor in this was Nikki McGibbard, who played Testimony Lady.
Well,
She is
I saw her in Luther. D.S. Gray, was it?
Yeah, Erica Gray.
Yeah.
D.S. Gray.
But her voice was very creepy all the time.
We need to think
Yeah,
of
it
some
was.
other stuff to talk about.
Adam, what do you want to talk about?
We haven't spoken much about the first Doctor. And
Yeah, let's talk about David Bradley.
I loved him when he was in An Adventure in Space and Time.
Adventure in Space and Time is fantastic, and it's
Yeah.
by far, I think, Mark Gatiss' best contribution to Doctor Who universe.
Yeah, I think so. And he was pretty decent, wasn't
Yeah, he
He-
was alright.
It was good, yeah. Mark Gatiss' role. Mark Gatiss,
he? No,
yeah.
no, I was
Wait.
talking about the first Doctor.
Oh right,
He was good in it.
I think
he
I
was
the
good.
same
He
way.
was very good at playing the first Doctor.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
He sort of walked around sort
Yeah, he had
of like
the-
that, and
I think
Like
that
what he
I
was,
don't know if David
yeah.
Bradley was a fan of the show when it came out. But I think if he
Yeah.
hadn't, he'd probably been like on Dailymotion, watching, or he bought some DVDs.
I imagine they could have supplied him with.
They
some
probably could have
material.
supplied him with some
He
DVDs.
just have to go home and
God,
look at
Daily
the laptop.
Motion.
David Bradley did do it quite well, but
Yeah.
he maybe stepped a bit too far into the deep end.
What do you mean by that?
He was like, oh, this Doctor's a bit sexist. This Doctor.
That wasn't
Well,
his
well,
fault
that
though.
was
That was
him.
Moffat's writing.
I guess, but I don't know. Can you not like argue with the writing? Can you not be like, this is sexist?
Yeah, we're not blaming David Bradley as well.
Yeah,
We're blaming
okay.
Moffat.
Fine. So
Yeah, and also we were about to get onto it. We liked Mark Gatiss in his role as well, didn't we?
yeah, Mark Gatiss
Yeah.
was probably the best part of the episode. for
I
me.
tell you what, I had a big problem with Mark Gatiss' character, and I don't know if you two will know this,
Yeah.
but the reason I didn't like him is because historically his character is supposed to be Scottish. Because the Brigadier's parents, I'm not sure if this is correct. I'm pretty sure the Brigadier's dad is Scottish. Have you seen Terror of the Zygons?
No.
It's great. The fourth Doctor walks into a scene with the Brigadier. Fourth Doctor, Harry and Sarah Jane, they walk in, the fourth Doctor sees the Brigadier wearing a fucking kilt, and he goes, "What's that?" Like like those vines that go, "What are those?"
Of course we know the what are those vines.
But
That's so
I mean,
old.
we don't know. It's possible. It's
God.
possible he could have like gone to Scotland later in life. Like,
Yeah,
I don't think
but-
it's something that. anyone
It's like
actually
it's
cares
like
about.
it's like a really tiny, because I'm a massive Doctor Who nerd, pet peeve that I had. But he was good.
Yeah.
He's slightly too ugly to be a Lethbridge Stewart though, because the rest of them are reasonably attractive. And then there's just
Yeah.
Mark Gatiss being
I
Mark
think
Gatiss.
Mark Gatiss is hot. But
Oh my god. The year sevens that still use the what are those vine. Oh
What
my
are
god. The vine is
those?
dead. Stop using it.
Vine is dead. Just all Vine.
Yeah.
The only
fair
thing
enough.
that's alive about Vine anymore is people watching Vine compilations on YouTube.
Yeah. The thing is about Mark Gatiss, his role was kind of different to a lot of the other things I've seen him in.
Yeah.
He's quite sort of really annoying and very up himself in other things, like as Mycroft or something. But he felt a lot sweeter in this.
Yeah, he was more likeable.
Yeah.
Well, that is Mycroft compared to
Yeah.
this nice.
It was interesting how, even though he agreed with the first Doctor when he made one sexist joke, but on the
Yeah.
whole, he was a lot less racist and sexist than the first Doctor, who is an immortal alien from like the 54th century or whatever he was from
Yeah.
originally.
I suppose that's something you have to like think about. Like the Doctor's lived through all time and space, and he knows everything. But on another end, to be like culturally appropriate, he has to like tailor to this time's like standards. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
like if you think about it, neither Doctor should be like more sexist or more like racist than the other because they've been through all of time and space to like come to the planet.
That's what like lots of people
But I
have been
guess-
saying about that whole.
I mean,
strand
and
of
there's
the
nothing they
script.
can really do, can they? If you think about it,
What?
there's nothing they can really do to like
They can't change the script, really.
Yeah, they can't change the time they live in and just be like, I am enlightened. I know what happened all the time because they don't.
I feel like he was making the Doctor more William Hartnell than the Doctor because, it's quite well known that William Hartnell was a bit nasty in terms of race issues. And I know that the episode that he generated in 10th Planet, there was a black American astronaut, and according to his like companions, they found it difficult to get on with him because he could be quite racist toward.
Yeah, that's fortunate.
Yeah.
Something
Ben
to
and
do.
Polly, let's fucking let me complain about how much I love Ben and Polly and how they were fucking screwed over
I barely remember them in this episode.
They were in
Exactly.
it for like a minute.
They were in it for about 5 seconds, and yet they were still got a whole like segment of Doctor Who magazine. Oh my god, I hated the portrayal of them in this because Ben is one of my favourite classic Doctor Who companions because he's the first working class companion. Let me put this into context. We did not get a working class companion for 21 years after Ben was in it. All the
Who was the
companions,
last one?
Ace.
Okay.
All the companions tended to have the same sort of, slightly posher accent, like RP, BBC approved, newsreader accent. And to the point where, like, a lot of the time you're sort of thinking, oh, how did that character speak? And you're confusing, like, the two Romanas or something, I thought it would have been really great, actually, if they came along too. And so instead of having the captain, we can still have the captain, but we could also have Ben and Polly. Just made the episode a bit longer. And so, no, instead of a sexist joke, we could give it a line to Ben and Polly. And so we could have had Bill and Ben, two working class companions, and they should have made that joke about Bill and Ben, the what-not men. The granddad always makes. We could have had Bill and Ben being really cocky in the background and having none of it. That would have been so funny. Yeah, basically they both had one line in which they both appeared to be reasonably stupid. I didn't think the Jared Garfield's Cockney accent was very good. Another thing, how did the first Doctor find the 12th Doctor? Because he doesn't walk up to the TARDIS at the end of the 10th planet. That's not what happens. The shot they used at the start was from the start of the episode. What happens is that Ben and Polly carry him back to TARDIS and look after him. So there's actually no way that he could have found the 12th Doctor like that.
Yeah, that sucks. I don't
So
know.
he actually wrote Ben and Polly out of this, which annoys me so much because I love Ben and Polly.
I mean, I understand why they did it though, because the actors look nothing like.
They do. They look... Jared Garfield, who played Ben, is 6'2", and the guy Michael Graves, who played the original Ben, is 5'6".
I mean, at the beginning it was really nice how they sort of transitioned from the black and white
that was great.
into the...
If you read Doctor Who magazine, Rachel Talalay was talking about how it was so hard for her to
Wow.
get them in exactly the same position. But that's how they did the original Regeneration. They had to make sure they had Patrick Troughton and William Hartnell in exactly the same position, and all they did was they overexposed the camera.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something about Doctor Who. They have a lot of very cheeky early special effects, like the stuff in the music where they just bash string together.
Yeah, Delia Derbyshire. I can't remember if she made the music or if she made the TARDIS sound, but the way she did it, we saw it in An Adventure in Space and Time. She put a key against some piano strings, and that was how they made the sound.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts. I'm very excited for JoJo.
Pretty much covered everything.
Doctor.
Merry Christmas.
Well,
Merry
it's-
Christmas, you're gone now.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Bye.
He's out the shot actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's just doing,
All
doing something.
they know, I've gone to Mexico, and this is in voice chat.
Lift your fucking head.
Ugh.
So I've got to say, ow.
Okay.
And a Merry Christmas to all of you at home, and 10 points if you can figure out what episode that is quoted from.
Oh, I know
Let's
this.
talk about his final speech. It's about Polly's final speech.
Oh yeah, the final speech.
I loved it. A lot of people
I
like
was about to get the question right, and you just...
Yeah, what's it from?
It was the first Christmas special, wasn't it?
Yeah.
William Hartnell's.
Yeah, what's it called?
don't know what it's called.
Dark Invasion of Earth, episode 5.
That's it. His final speech, Peter Capaldi, I really liked it.
Never be cruel, never be cowardly.
Yeah.
It was very reminiscent of his speech to the Masters in The Doctor Falls.
Yeah.
He's just talking about being kind.
Yeah, and that one that he gave to Clara in, I think, episode 4, episode 5 of season 9. Oh yeah, and the scene he gives to Clara before he loses his memory. We didn't mention Clara. Clara was in it.
Oh yeah, she
There
was
was
for like a
some
second.
weird CGI, which I
Yeah,
discovered
it's a bit weird.
later on was because she was so busy filming Victoria. She's not actually in that scene in real life.
Yeah.
They had to see
so.
that in pickup shots.
Is she too popular for Doctor Who now?
Yeah, initially I thought they'd
that's
actually
that.
just CGI'd her face, but I was like, what would be the point of that? Like, she's still alive.
It was also Nardole came back.
Oh yeah, Nardole was in it for like one scene, and like you're almost on the verge of tears, and then Nardole's like, "This is good, isn't it? I'm all glass now, not just my nipples," and you're like, "Okay."
Yeah. It's a bit weird.
I mean, I think I will always keep Nardole in my mind as a sort of like, you know, a character I have mixed feelings about, kind of like Mel kind of character. Like, you have good moments, you have bad moments.
Well, you mean Mel from where?
Mel Bush from the last season of Conor Baker and the first season of Sylvester McCoy.
Adam, conclude it. You're great on close endings.
Okay. Alright. So. Don't know what to say. What should I do?
Do
Merry
it.
Christmas.
Well, it's not,
Whether
it's not
you-
Christmas yet anymore. Is
Very, very happy New Year, happy holidays. Whether you like and subscribe to this channel or not, I am going to make these guys make reviews of me for next season. But it would be preferable if you like and subscribe to this video and share it with other people who love Doctor Who, because we want the attention.
Please.
So yeah,
Please.
we need the attention, please. We're sad inside.
This is all fake. There's for a toaster
Please,
box.
we filmed this
We
on a
put make-
toaster box.
Oh,
We
God.
filmed it in the living room with a toaster box.
Okay, yeah. Please. Thank you.
side note,
Goodbye.
I
Like,
don't know if
subscribe,
yeah.
comment, all
Like,
that.
subscribe,
Bye.
comment your favourite moments of the Christmas special. If you don't like Jodie Whittaker, you will be blocked.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Also, do you like my earrings that have Paul McGann's face on them?
She is in love with Paul McGann. What the fuck are
Everyone's
you
in
doing,
love with Paul
dickhead?
McGann, you dickhead.
I
He's
don't
the
know, I
hot
just-
doctor.